Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's been a long time. It's my first formal real video. I've only been seeing a couple videos here and there, trying to catch back up, but this is present day, it's 2025. And when I moved down to California and I sold my red one and everything like that, I just been kind of roaming around in the forums a little bit, still noticing new builds here and there. And recently I was kind of looking for a new chassis, possibly to start building something. Maybe not, wasn't too serious. But then what happened was he messaged me because I actually asked him a year ago, hey, can I buy one of your cars? And he said, yeah, let me go ahead and sell it to you now. Now is the right time. So without further ado, here is the car. Here's the full build. I'm going to be going through it right now. Here it is. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little cinematic that I put together. Now, some of those clips were put together over the past few months. This original clip that you're seeing on the screen is actually recorded back in May, so it's been a few months. So I didn't really get to record too much before the May video. I've been trying to revive the channel and build the vehicle and that sort of thing. With that being said, if you guys are tuning in from Zygrene's video of the review of this car, which thank you so much, Fenton, for recording that and saying all the nice things about the car. I'll put the video link in the description if you haven't seen that, as well as Kevin's video, which will be coming out pretty soon at this point. It may already be released at this point that you guys are watching the video, but that his channel is Jubbal Cars, and I'll be linking the video in the description as well if you guys want to see some of the driver thoughts with those two channels. They're pretty well known in the automotive industry, especially for these type of reviews. Now, as you can see, there's some goodies that I've been putting onto the vehicle, a lot of the parts that came extra, which is why it's such a good deal, and I'll get into the price at a little point. But as you can see, there's some water jugs and that sort of thing because I was working on it and I already had some issues with this car, like the radiator blowing, and that's a whole other thing. But I wanted to go over some of the overall mods. As you can see, that Sparko circuit driver's seat with a fixed mount. So I drove this car 6 or 7 hours back down to SoCal in that seat. It was miserable with the Han seat, can't check my blind spots. And you got that VIS carbon fiber hood. We got some ducting, custom ducting that I'll go over in just a moment here. Got the facelift front bumper. Now this is a 2001 MR2 Spyder, so it's pre-facelift, but it has a front facelift bumper, just some yellow tinted headlights. And then as you can see, there's some really ugly flares that the previous owner did, but I guess function over form, I guess. But we'll be changing that pretty soon, as you guys will see in the next couple of videos. I already have a lot of the videos pre-recorded in which it is going to look quite a bit different. The car is so dialed and so set up that there's really not much left for me to do mechanically. I really don't want to touch anything from this point. I'll just get more seat time in it, and the next video will actually probably be some of the track footage that I got. So with that, you can see some quick releases. Now with this, as you can see, it is lowered on Annex club spec suspension with the Swift springs, which are 7K front and 11K rear. Obviously full battle version arms, that front lower control arms, outer tie rods, rear LCA toe links. I'm showing you guys a little bit of the ducting, something that I never got to do on my red K24 Turbo MR2 Spyder when I had that Lotus ducted hood. So that's something that is really nice. Fitment on this hood is pretty good, except for just a little bit of gap on that front corner, but something that we can fix as well. But the ducting is pretty good, but I will finish that up to make it perfect. Now this is just to block some of the radiator because there's no mesh grill, and it's supposed to duct into that front hood vent and release the air. Now on the sides here riveted in are some brake ducts that go straight, and they are functional into the brake ducts. So silicone into there, and we got a hose, and hopefully I can show you guys in this clip. Maybe not, but it does go into the front, and so I can actually pop it in here. You can see the tube going to the back of the rotors, which are really nice at higher speeds. Not sure how much of a difference it really makes on slower speed courses, probably doesn't, but something nice to have on maybe a higher speed course. It's a custom front bash bar with the tow hook coming out, looking like a red frog tongue. And then on here we have our ugly holes that I've been removing to try to de-rice this car, but all this will be replaced pretty soon. Sneak peek. Now these are the Koenig decograms, 15 by 9 in the front. And I think that actually in this video those are still the Avanti Storms, but in the rears are the Koenig decograms. Later on I changed it to a staggered setup with all matching Koenig decograms, but the fronts are Avanti Storm S1s and the rears are Koenig decograms 15 by 10 plus 25. So pretty aggressive. Now on this setup, I think I was running the RT 660s tires, but I changed those out later for AO52s. Got the VIS carbon fiber hard top, which is super nice. It's a soft top delete and is wrapped in black PPF. Now with the Lexan rear window, it's all done with perfectly sealed, and there's some little bit of exposed carbon as you can see, which is really nice. And some carbon showing right there too. So just a little hint at it. It's really loud, rattles a little bit, but it's hard mounted. So nobody come and steal this thing. Now we got the Epsilon rear wing, 1675mm, pretty wide, but it matches the width of the fender flares and some of these stands right there. And then we got the Toge HQ rear bash bar. Shout out to Toge Time back when he was making these a few years back. It's probably been 5 years now, but I had one on my red MRS, and now I have one on this car, so shout out to you. And then here, going to the driver's window, you can see that custom little motorcycle gauge that's tilted to the right because the steering wheel is so small that when you have it on, you actually can't see the stock gauge where it actually redlines. So now, because it's shifted down, there's a shift light, and then the RPM limiter, which on this car is around 8,600, I believe, but right now it's set at 8,400. It will actually show up where you can see within the steering wheel, which is really nice. Right now in this video, there's no passenger seat, but I have a passenger seat already that the car came with. I just need to remove it when I was driving down. Custom gauge pods that are perfectly fitted in there, really nice. We like it. And then we got the ECU that is mounted on the back, which is the Panic Link ECU, and it's been tuned by Blacktrack's Performance. It's making around 178 wheel, and we're making around 125 torque last time it was done, so which is really nice. Now with that being said, as you can see, little rear, like little Lexan windows in the driver and passenger side for wind buffeting. It really works. It is missing the cowl piece, like I just pointed at right there, because I do need to actually put that in, which would be really nice. Now I'm going to actually, probably in this part right here, struggle to open up the front hood, and I probably put the camera down eventually, but I'm showing you guys the hood because I wanted to show the ducting underneath, and so I'll show you guys here in just a moment. Alright, so this is the front hood underneath. Some of that Koya rat that I put in just recently on the side of the street. It actually blew up when I was driving. It was a hot day and a rock hit the middle, the stock radiator, and blew up. So as you can see, full Cusco under bracing everywhere, which is really nice. Cusco strut bar, Cusco under bracing. We got a bunch of other goodies as well. All the power strut bars, and then the alignment specs, which I'll go over in just a moment. This custom ducting that I was talking about earlier, that still needs to be finished, but it's better than nothing. And then with that, we have the hard dog roll bar, of course. Now I'm going to open up this rear hatch to actually show you guys the biggest goodie of everything. Okay, so now this is with the engine bay pop. Obviously a 2ZZ engine. This one is from a Celica GTS. Now it's got some of the nice parts from the Lotus setup, obviously the coil pack cover. We have full Marissa oil pan, custom 3-inch intake, custom cat to bumper exit exhaust. We got PPE header. We have the MWR engine mounts, MDR oil pump, MWR oil cooler. Did I mention the oil pan already? Marissa oil pan. We got the custom coolant overflow. We got an anti-gravity battery. Got a custom billet oil catch can. We got the actual, like I said, tuned before, and this thing just had a refresh not too long ago with a full gaskets, water pumps, pulleys, belts, maintenance, everything like that. So this thing's ready to go. That's the oil cooler right there that's popping through to suck in air from the side. So oil temps on a hot day, like 100-degree track day that I did, short circuit, I was going around like close to 195 oil temp was the highest I saw, but the circuit was pretty short, around a minute or a minute and a half long, so didn't overheat too much. But this is pretty much the overview of this car. We're gonna go through a lot of different videos. I already have a lot of the mods already done in real time, so videos are coming out soon. Something I forgot to mention: VIS side skirts, and then I'm gonna show you a little bit of the brake ducts that are underneath here. But while I'm showing you guys that, which I'm gonna show you right there, zoomed in. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the videos that will be coming out soon here. I'm excited to release and be back into the car scene here. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.